you have taken the time to enjoy our restreams of previous games before diving in today, but absolutely no worries if you have not. We are going to recover as much of the material as possible to catch you up and let this function as a one-shot. In our realm of dreadful, we have built a multiverse of horror where strands interlock, but no adventure is truly seated on the same thread, as it were. So tonight we'll introduce you to our haunted heroes, and any strings from previous nights of terror we weave in will be explained so that you can come along on the journey with us. In a traditional Dread game, the sole mechanic is the Dread Tower. In the classic game, pulls from the tower are done for any action. We, however, have created our own stat block and incorporated simple D20 rolls because I don't want to play RPG without dice rolling. I don't know, I'm a dice addict. I guess it's a problem. But our stats include bold, which is bravery, charisma, initiative, brainy, which is intelligence, history, or knowledge, bright, dexterity, observation, and intuition, buff, strength, constitution, and intimidation. And then a couple of others, sneaky, which is stealth, deception, lock or trap breaking, and strange, which is anything to do with occult knowledge, psychic abilities, sixth sense, that kind of a thing. So each of our characters have a strength in one of these and weaknesses in another. It's an essentially forced min-max. And for us, though, tonight, usually when we play this, we have a live audience pulling this stacking block towers. And I really tried to get another person on this stream to pull a tower for us, but scheduling. So we have something else that we're going to try tonight, and we're going to see how this goes. Welcome to Online Jenga. Because this felt easier than me having a tower next to me and trying to pull blocks with these nails. So when Jenga pulls are required, I'll just ask you guys to try and point me out which block you want me to pull, and I will pull it for you. Sadly, this tower does pull very neatly, but it does actually fall at a certain point. So,
okay. If you stack too much on one side, it will fall.
Yeah. So we'll give it a shot and we'll see how it goes. It should be super fun, I hope. For us, using our wonderful digital dread tower, the tower symbolizes a momentum of plot towards the most dreadful moments. And today the computer will be our hands of fate. So when the tower falls, someone will die. Because I'm not super sure how the physics of this work, I might be a little more conservative on tower pulls than I have been before. But maybe not. Maybe we'll just have a bloodbath. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. So that is the mechanics. And now for the heroes, our haunted heroes and heroines. Tonight we are joined by what I have decided to title the Mackinac Snack Pack instead of the Trail Mix 6. Because we find ourselves returning to our summer storyline, which is centralized on Mackinac Island, which is spelled Mackinac. It is an idyllic 1 mile around little island in the middle of Lake Huron, just off the tip of the mitten, aka Michigan. No automobiles are allowed at all on this island. All the transportation is done by horse carriage and bicycle, and this is how everybody gets around. It is a tiny little vacation town that most truly becomes alive during the summer. It becomes flush full of tourists who come to take advantage of the natural beauty of the island, the cool waters of the lake, and a variety of summer touristy activities. And many college kids fill out the bulk of the workforce on this tiny little island, including our cast of characters today. So I would like to have everybody go around, introduce yourselves, and maybe let's skip the stats and I'll put a visual representation of what everybody's strengths are rather than having you detail out your strengths. But just introduce yourselves, let us know a little bit about you and where you work on the island. We will go in, I was gonna say alphabetical order, but that would put our newest person first, and I feel like that's unfair. So we'll just go from the order that you are currently sitting on my screen. Quinn, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, I will be playing Quinn. Quinn is a undeclared major at Michigan State. They are 19 and they basically look like they never got out of the 2000s scene alternative era. dyed hair, fishnets, band tees. They love ghosts, punk alt music, ice cream, and occult knowledge, and they work at the ice cream shop on the island.
Well, which one though? Because there's a lot, and I just want to start a fight in the comments.
It was the one that was like right on the main street because Liv would always meet
Sanders.
Quinn after their shift. Yes, correct. That one.
Which has the greatest hot fudge in the world. Saunders, technically. I think I said Sanders. Cool. Jackson.
Okay, Jackson is tired. Jackson is if you see Jackson not at the restaurant that he works at as a line cook, it means that he's on his break, or his day off, which is not his day off because he did work that day, but he just got off earlier than he usually does. And then he gets a little bit of a break and then he goes to sleep. And yeah, he's tired. He usually has one of those soup cups you get at a kitchen, but he's using it to drink like a soda or something.
Well, take away Tareen.
Yeah.
Really, yes, I believe I have you as line cook at the carriage house at the Hotel Iroquois. Brilliant. And you are local from the island, actually.
Yeah, he grew up here and he went on a little trip away from here. And then he came back after losing contact with everyone, including his family. And people just don't really like that aspect about him. And they don't really talk to him. That's why he doesn't live with his parents anymore. He lives in, I think we said like housing, like
Yeah,
student housing.
you're in the mission house and employee housing with almost everybody else.
Yeah.
Speaking of everybody else, Liv.
Hi, I am playing Liv. Retired cheerleader, ex-rodeo queen, currently doing ballet at Juilliard. She's going places. She currently works at the History Museum as a walking tour guide, as well as their haunted walking guides as well. And she does that quite regularly. And when she's not doing that, she's probably socializing, because she is, in fact, a social butterfly.
Enrique.
Enrique is a simple man. He is originally from New York, currently studying environmental sciences over in Canada. But it's close to Mackinac Island. And so he is taking a summer job over here, where he is working with the horseback tours. Because he is an animal person, that's what he wants to do, and so he is a resident horse boy, as he is known all throughout.
And then last but certainly not least, joining us, unfortunately Hailie could not be with us this summer, but jumping in now with our dreadful crew for the Mackinac Snack Pack. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So Beverly is a maid at the hotel. And
which hotel?
The same one that Jackson works at.
Okay, Hotel Iroquois.
Iroquois, okay. So you may have heard not a lot of rumors, but sometimes things go missing in the hotel, and that is not Beverly. I want to stop those rumors right now. That's not me. That's not something I would do. That's not something I would ever do. I would never put my job on the line like that. And that's pretty much it. I've lived in the area for a long time, and now I do live on the island. So I ended up moving here, and yeah, just been hanging out, doing my job.
So then, if you're living here, are you not in employee housing? Are you in?
I'm in employee housing now.
Okay. for anyone who actually knows Mackinac and is from there, we're gonna stretch the truth in some fun ways. We're in our universe, not in yours, so like chill out. In the real world, the mission house is, I think, specifically for like state park employees, but for our purposes, everybody who is on the stream lives there. Except Liv, do you actually have a bedroom there? I can't remember.
Yes, because I'm rooming with Quinn.
Of course. Great.
For some reason, people don't want to be my roommate.
So weird.
It's weird. I don't know where that comes from.
It might be because, you know, you're in a less than ideal room, you know, maybe
That's true.
somewhere on the second floor where the hauntings are rumored to most frequently be. I believe everybody else was up on the third floor, which is new build.
Gotcha.
So speaking of, let's show off y'all's housing. So everyone here is employed in one way or another on the island and have therefore been granted employee housing in the mission house, which formerly was a residential school with all of the horrible history that comes along with that. But it has since been converted, a third story was added, and it is now where many typically seasonal employees of the island live. But perhaps some of you have sought special permission to live there more year round. But for the moment, we are actually dropping in to the summer. And in fact, to a warm summer evening where most everybody was given one night free passage to the local Haunted Wax Museum. And our troop of 4 haunted heroes took a little tour, enjoyed themselves, and then to keep the night going, they went off on a little ghost stroll where Liv showed off her tour guide skills just so admirably with just really rich and detailed, you know, horrible ghost stories. Definitely not single one-liners pointing out locations as you walk. But as the night transpired, we'll leave what happened with the 4 of you to the ether, and I would like to drop in on Bev. So pretty much everybody went to the Haunted Wax Museum. Is this something you think you would have done? Would you have gone alone? Do you have any friends you would have palled along with?
Friends? No. Haunted Wax Museum? Yes, I'm there. Absolutely. That sounds incredibly fun. I also feel like there's not that much to do on the island. So, you know, when there's a Haunted Wax Museum, that's what I'm going to do.
For sure. So Julian, who is working, is able to get everybody in for free for the night, and you can tour the strange and macabre, the really terrible wax figurines. Check out the, you know, I think there's a Yeti and Dracula and all kinds of other just terrible figurines in wax. But it sounds like you probably would have then gone home alone and back to what it sounds like is a solitary dormitory.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think you are a light sleeper?
Yes. Yeah.
So as night falls on Mackinac Island, the winds pick up, the sound of the water. I mean, it's just an absolutely tiny island, so there's nowhere you can go that you escape the sound of waves crashing on the beach. And this is true, especially true at the mission house, which is decently close to the shoreline. So as you are falling asleep, I would actually love for everyone to just go ahead and give me straight up D20 roll. And tell me what you get.
15.
15?
I also got a 15.
I got a 16.
Oh, R.
Nat 20.
5.
Two completely two ends of the spectrum. Not 25.
Fascinating. Brilliant. So, Bev, as you are falling asleep, I kind of feel like you get to that suspended state of dreamland, where you're just about to drift off, your dreams are starting to take over, and then suddenly you just kind of hear like a melodic twinkling not exactly like the sound of wind chimes, but akin to that, kind of resonant, echoing, like
Yeah.
rocks are falling down like a really pretty well kind of a thing.
Yeah. And I hear it clear. Does it feel like it's in my head or like I can hear it like outside?
Sounds like it's actually coming. So your room is kind of to the back of the house, which
Yeah.
not pictured currently, but there's like this double set of stairs, kind of descending to the backyard, which is just nothing but woods, and it definitely sounds like it's coming from your window and somewhere out there.
Okay, well, I'll look out my window.
Okay. Are you like opening?
No, like opening curtains to check it out. I want to
It's
see if I can get a
Michigan,
visual.
there are screens, so if you want to open the glass to hear better, you will not get mosquitoes.
I'll see what I see. If I can see anything, if I can't see it, I might pop the window open.
Yeah, you can't see anything. It is totally dark. There's a little bit of, like wind blowing the trees, but otherwise it's down.
Yeah, I'll crack it open then. Does it sound? I mean, it probably sounds clearer.
Yeah, roll bright. First roll of the night.
Yippee! 11.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, kind of sounds like it's coming from the woods, but like more than that, you think you'd have to kind of go down and really track it down if you wanted.
I mean, I wish I had friends to text. That would be really nice to ask if they also hear it too. All right. Yeah, I'll get my flashlight and go check it out. If I don't do it, somebody else is gonna have to do it. So
Yeah, it's interesting. As you descend, the mission house feels fairly quiet still. It's like everybody else is still out and about with their friends. You think
Weird.
Either hanging around downtown after the wax museum or otherwise dispersed throughout the island. It's pretty quiet, and you are, as far as you can tell, alone. So as you walk down the steps and out towards the woods, it definitely gets clearer. Roll me brainy, because you said you've been living here for a while, right?
yeah, I think I've been here for like the last 2 years, maybe.
Okay.
4? Is
You
that gonna
have
do
no
it?
idea what this could be, but you are super curious.
All right. I'm just making sure it's not teenagers partying in the woods because I will have to clean that up tomorrow, and I'd rather get rid of them now. I don't know what kind of party they're having. If it just involves tinkling whispers, but I'll check it out.
Whispers, like all those mad teenager parties do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you wind your way through the woods, you're on. I don't think I have like a nighttime trail of an appropriate image. Let's see if we got. I threw some interesting things in here. Well, I'll tell you what. As you walk and you follow the sound, this is going to be a daytime image. But to give you an idea, eventually you come to this. Rocky formation in the middle of the woods, surrounded by trees. And this is actually a site you're probably at least tangentially familiar with. If you've gone hiking at all, you might know what it is. It's literally just called the Crack in the island. And it is kind of a cave system. But just off of it, you can hear the sound is increasing. Roll another bright check.
I'd like to not, but I will. 2.
Cool. It's weird. It sounds like music is coming from in this cave, but it's not like instrumental music. It's just like, like little jingly noises.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back, and I'm gonna shout into the cave.
What do you shout?
Just hello.
As you shout hello, what responds back is not coming from the cave, but from much further over your shoulder towards a point that you know to be closer to the road off the mission house. And what you hear is, in fact, the blood-curdling scream of a woman.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna I can't. I don't have a weapon. I can't handle that. I think I'm gonna have to head back and do I grab something? Can I call someone
You
to
can certainly
help?
try.
Yeah, I'm gonna call somebody bigger than me. I don't know if there's like a police
Yeah, there's
on
police
the
on the
island.
island. Yeah,
Cool. I'm calling them to
great.
deal with that.
So you pick up your phone,
Yeah,
trying to dial 911.
yeah.
Great. So you pick up your phone, go to dial 911, as one usually does.
Mhm.
And what you get back is not an operator. What you get back is what sounds like radio static interspersed with voices. And the only thing you can make out is no, no, don't help, and then static.
Okay. So I'm leaving. I think I'll be leaving, getting out of the area.
Great.
Probably just back to the hotel.
Okay.
I have
So as you are you running or walking?
running.
As you are running back towards the hotel, you kind of get to the path of the road that winds down by the beach, and I don't really need to make you roll right for observation. As you are running towards the hotel, what crosses your path is a falling body, and as it hits the pavement and you can make out who it is, suddenly you wake up. And it is now autumn. The tourism season is coming to an end. It is fall. The leaves are changing colors. The island is becoming just absolutely beautiful. Summer breezes have become the harsh biting winds, but the way that the trees change their color in Michigan is everything goes to flame. And in the rising sun of the morning, the mix of golds, oranges, and hardy reds make it seem as though the island has been set on fire. And in this beautiful way, everything that transpired over the summer is suddenly gone. Bev, you wake up in a cold sweat from a terrifying nightmare where you're like, dude, isn't that the line? Dude, okay, I had the weirdest dream. The line cook had like an axe in his chest and was like dead on the ground in front of me. A weird dream. Fucking weird ass dream. You recognize who this was, but you're like, I don't really talk because I clean rooms and we just punch out at the same time sometimes. That dude always looks tired. Weird dream. How do you think you would shake it off?
Well, first, jokingly, of course, the axe in his chest, based on how tired he is, must be a relief to him. I'm sure he welcomed that with open arms. This is a joke. I'm sure he's fine emotionally. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to like laugh it off almost. Like that's like it's a dream. Like that's silly. It's also funny I'm having horrible dreams about my coworkers in a dark way. Like how strange do I hate my job this much? That this is what's happening in my dreams. I definitely don't really want to see Jackson that much though. Mostly because I have disturbing images in my head involving him, which does make me uncomfortable. So, the dreams I can laugh off, but the images kind of stick. So, yeah.
Well,
Not
go
not
ahead
saying
and
hi.
roll sneaky for me.
Yeah. 19.
Great. Leaving Bev for a moment, we go upstairs to one of the rooms on the third floor. We're also waking up in a, well, I guess, Jackson, you tell me, do nightmares stress you out, or is your real life way more stressful?
Maybe it depends on the nightmare, because if the nightmare was just more cooking, the nightmare would be like I got like 10 plates and no hands. No hands are taking these plates. That's stressful. But
The
if
literal
like,
worst. You're just
yeah,
armless looking at plates.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But if it's like, oh, I got axed, murdered, it's like, well,
Wow. This
could
dream
be
wasn't
worse.
about you, but I do have a question.
Hmm.
So, in another world and another timeline, there was a moment over by Arch Rock where you knelt with a
Mhm.
box of leftovers
Mhm.
and a ring with a pearl.
Mhm.
In this universe,
Mhm.
the adventure out to Arch Rock was kind of lackluster. You got the vibes that Liv's friend Quinn was trying to like make something happen. You were feeling weird, Liv was feeling weird, and Enrique was super feeling weird, and all four of you just kind of looked at the rock for a little bit and then went like, bedtime.
Mhm.
Do you think anywhere else in the summer you would have found a moment to connect with Liv? And I guess at this point we will also have to ask Liv just to chime in. If your answer is no, we'll see if Liv's answer is yes.
I want to say my answer is yes, but very much not in the way that it could have been like we may have seen by the rock.
So we'll put that on hold.
Okay.
You've had a bad dream, and we'll come back to the contents of that in a minute. Liv, you have also had an absolutely terrible dream. But before tonight, before you went to bed, what did the back half of summer look like? What kind of moment would you have been waiting for, or would you have sought to initiate?
Definitely would have waited. Yeah, I feel like it would have been like a lot of like wayward glances and being like, is he? And then he looks over and she's like very real casual. But I don't think she would have initiated anything.
So what I'm hearing from both of you is a slow burn towards an inevitable moment. Do either of you have a feeling where or when, as you kind of leave the July hype of summer and head towards August and into September, when the tourism begins to wane, when the two of you might have found a time to talk?
For me, I was gonna say, even with the tourism going away, he's so busy that either he just finds a way to text her, but then also maybe invites her to the restaurant. So she is sat at the restaurant, but also she's all alone because I'm working.
Like little notes go out with every dish she gets served.
Yeah, if anything. Like, but maybe just like she sat there and like he'll send out a meal and he'll come out and be like, "Hey, so how is it?"
It's fine. It's good. It's
Oh,
thanks.
okay, great. I gotta get back. And then just
Yeah.
So then maybe after that meal, later that night, are the two of you finding time to really talk, or is that the only like connection you've had so far?
I feel like that might have been the only connection because it's the end of summer. So
Mhm.
eventually we have to kind of go back to school. And I think her focus would be on going back to school and be like, okay, I gotta pack this and I gotta pack this. Okay, I gotta do this. I gotta say bye to this one. Oh, I have a party on this day. Like, it's a lot of organizing.
Mhm. I think Jackson knows that too, and is just sort of leaving her alone.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, so what I'm feeling is Liv kind of gets no huge initiative from Jackson. So she goes about living it up in the summer. You're a summer worker, you got your friends, you got parties. Jackson's doing whatever. And this was a cool meal, but like, okay. And that's the mood in which you all are sitting as summer ends and the tourist season comes to an end. And the two of you wake up from very, very bad dreams. So, Jackson, what you saw was one of the last things another you ever saw, which is Liv being just brutally murdered with an axe by her roommate on the bridge to Arch Rock. And it's a weird dream because you have this sense of like deja vu of like, yeah, we all went there, but like Quinn was trying to set us up. And maybe roll Rainier Bright for me.
You're right. Let's see. I rolled in that one, so.
You're not so much for the kind of putting two and two together of like, oh, maybe it's a metaphor for how I'm feeling. But our audience at home might get the sense of, you know, when you're waking up for dreams and you're like, oh yeah, she got cut to pieces the way all our hearts have been torn to pieces, kind of a thing. Like there could be a metaphor there in a dream, you know. But as far as you know, you're just watching this person that you have these unresolved feelings for get brutalized, and I think you have an urge in that moment of the dream to reach out for her and to try and save her and to try and stop it, and it's that reach that you hit, and that's how you wake up. How do you recover from this, or do you?
He's gonna go make a PB&J.
So you head down to the communal kitchen. Nobody's up yet. Spoiler alert, there's not a lot of people left in the mission house. Most summer jobs have wrapped for the season. Pretty much everybody else has already booked it off to college. As many of the people that come work have, you know, come from further afield or got things they want to do back at their actual house. So it's pretty empty. You don't run into anyone, but you can just sit there and make your PB&J, have a quiet little moment to yourself. Meanwhile, back up on the third floor, but a few rooms down, Liv, you have likewise woken from a very bad dream. And what you see is kind of your POV of if you knew what kind of a dream Jackson was having, you were just having the other side of it. You're watching from your own point of view as your roommate, crying, panicked, switches from tears and crying and into this vicious evil laugh, telling you that she pushed someone off of Arch Rock, and now she's coming after you with an axe, and they are coming to kill you. And as the axe first pierces your flesh, as Quinn takes that first swing at you, the sharp biting pain is what wakes you, and you wake up in a room, and Quinn, they are right over there in the bed just next to you, peacefully sleeping, no dreams.
Must be nice. I going to do kind of a glance over at Quinn sleeping to be like, that was weird. That was really weird. That's my best friend, and they wanted to like murder me, and they actually did, but like it's fine. Surely that's normal. I'm just gonna kind of like go to the bathroom, wash my face, morning routine, and then I'm going to like, do we have like a little kitchenette in our
Not in the room, no. These rooms are pretty Spartan. They're like beds, drawers, and then you gotta go to communal space to get anything like more than that.
I'll write in like my little journal, be like my little like dream journal with like her little fluffy pen. And then I will make my way downstairs for my morning cup of coffee.
Surprise, surprise, as you head downstairs to make coffee, there's Jackson making a PB&J.
Good morning.
He's like halfway eating it, and it's like just the worst PB&J I've ever seen. Just really quickly made. It's really sloppy. The bread might not be fresh. And it's just like, yeah.
Did you sleep well?
As far as my sleep, I'd say it's about the same as usual. But then waking up was weird too.
Cool. Awesome.
Uh,
I'm just gonna go make myself a cup of coffee.
So the two of you have an awkward time in the kitchen. Upstairs, we have two others. Sleeping soundly, and then not so soundly. Enrique, you know those dreams where you're falling and then you like never hit the ground? Yeah, your dream isn't that. In your dream, you are on top of Arch Rock, and it is just so clear as you in your dream. It's not like, again, in another world, in another lifetime. You were kind of pushed more from behind. In this moment, it's like crystal clear. You're face to face with the person pushing you, and it's Quinn. And you're like, it's so weird. You have this moment in your dream where you're like, this is weird. Why am I up on a bridge with Liv's roommate? Why are they? Oh, whoa, no. Oh, and then you are shoved full force. And what wakes you is the impact as you hit stone beneath Arch Rock. That's how you wake up.
And Enrique immediately bolts upright from the dream, covered in sweat, and immediately like checks his body and is like, no, I'm fine. But I wasn't. I felt so real. You were there. And Quinn pushed me, and Jackson lived. Jackson
That is it.
runs out of bed and goes to check on Jackson's room.
Oh yeah, that's right. These two of you actually don't stay together. So you run down the hall. Jackson, do you have a roommate? I think originally we had said that you were actually living off-site, but
Well, I think what I remember was I did have a room. We decided I did have a roommate, but we both have very similar jobs, so we never see each other.
that's what it is. Great. So yeah, Enrique, you can run down and knock on Jackson's door if you want, but it's pretty early in the morning.
Yeah. Enrique doesn't care. Enrique is running down in just his pajama bottoms. He's just running. Jackson!
I would say at this time of morning, if Jackson was there sleeping, his roommate is probably already up and doing maybe an even earlier shift. Like maybe he's doing like the breakfast shift. So he's been up and gone for hours. And since Jackson is downstairs, there is no response.
And Enrique thinks to himself and is like, food, likes food. Runs down, tries to check. Well, first he runs. Is there like a communal like bathroom?
Yeah.
He's gonna check there first. He's checking all around. Jackson?
Just like checking all
Only
the
makes
stalls.
it downstairs.
Great. By the time you get down there, sweaty, panicked, you see the two most awkward human beings on the planet sitting at different tiny tables in the communal like kitchen area. Just Jackson's finishing off PB&J, and Liv is probably on what, your second cup of coffee?
We're probably at 2.5.
And so Enrique sees both of them. He's like, okay, you both are safe. You guys will not believe this. I had the most terrifying dream. And Yeah, so we were back on Arch Rock, and you two were talking to each other, and then Quinn pushed me off of the bridge, and I fell, and then I woke up. And it felt so weird,
That's really weird
right?
because I had a dream, or I guess it's more of like a nightmare, that Quinn started like crying and they were like, "Oh, like I pushed him." And then it turned into like kind of like a creepy, really creepy laugh. Like you would hear in like a haunted house. And then she like hit me with an axe. So
Wait, this was like in a dream, right? Not for real?
I mean she like checks where she was hit with the axe. I think it was a dream. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here.
Sure. Wait, so when did you have this dream?
Last night, like I literally like just woke up probably 10 minutes ago.
Huh.
It actually like really scared me like half to death. I'm trying to be really cool about it right now though. Really zen.
Yeah, Enrique is not hiding how scared he was in the slightest. All emotions just like right on his face. Enrique turns to Jackson like, this is really weird, isn't it? But like, this didn't happen at our, like, I didn't fall off, did I?
Jackson's gonna get up and walk over to Enrique and just sort of put his hand on his shoulder and be like, well, no, dude, you're still here. But I will say, and then he puts his other hand on both his other shoulder and just be like, I don't dream, dude. I never have dreams. I just go to bed and I wake up and I go to work. I go to bed, I go to work. That I had the same dream.
What?
I had the same dream. I don't dream, but I had the same dream where they got me. They got you, they got me, they got Olive.
And
This just has to be a funny coincidence. It just has to be, right?
As you say that, we'll transition back up to your room, where sleeping also peacefully, no dreams. Quinn. Quinn, you wake up and roll bright for me.
Okay. All right. 11.
Okay. You don't have any dreams, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a weird feeling as you wake up of something you've forgotten. And like it's there, but it's not there. It's so weird. It's something tickling at the back of your mind. And you go like to the bathroom, just throw cold water on your face just to like freshen up and feel. Run a hand through your hair. Which was what color?
Purple. I got
Purple.
purple hair.
And so it's almost this sense of like you go almost as if you're gonna like take off a wig. And then you just kind of like run your hand back through your hair again. It's just your hair. You got it dyed purple like 2 weeks ago. So maybe it's
Yeah.
like the new color is weird and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Like you run your hand through your hair again. And you just can't put your finger on what feels weird or what feels like you've forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling anxious about going back to school?
Yeah, definitely. Because if the age is right, Quinn will be going back into their sophomore year. and Michigan State, and they're still undeclared. They still haven't picked a major, and that's really stressing them out. And yeah, they're definitely, I think they have like even like pushed like to choose like a late start going back to school because they're just like, I still don't know what I want to do or major in. And it's really stressing them out. And they try to hide it. Like, I don't even think Liv knows.
So while you're feeling this anxiety, I think you also make your way down to the kitchen. And we'll introduce that situation in a sec. But I want to get back to Bev. So you said you definitely didn't want to see Jackson. So if you're going downstairs and kind of trying to get your day started, I think it's like evident as you're going past the communal areas. We're like, oh shit, he's in there. Oh, and it looks like there's a couple other people in there. So if you're skirting around this awkward moment, are you just going straight to work, or do you have something else to do with your day?
I do have to eat at some point. Um, so I think I'm just gonna try to sneak past everyone really quick and like grab a granola bar out of the kitchen and then head out. And then go to work.
You rolled a 19, so anyone wants to try and like perceive Bev out of Enrique, Jackson, and Liv. But if you think the three of you are kind of absorbed in what you're doing, then we'll just say that Bev can get in and get out with her granola as needed.
What am I rolling?
You'll be rolling bright to try and observe her sneaking past.
I would have to roll a 20. Nope.
Go for it.
I got a 7.
So Bev, you're able to get in, get out. What do you think your relationship with the other two in the room is? Like, are you familiar at all with Liv? Either by way of Jackson or just by way of like, you live in the same house, you run into people.
I think for the most part, it is live in the same house, run into people. I think that Bev might be closer to Jackson than Liv, just because we're actively like in the building at all times, while Liv isn't. So yeah, I think that there's like a chance that like Jackson and Bev share break space together. It's not that big of a hotel. So I probably see him around more and have chatted a couple times with him, but nothing substantial.
And then Enrique might be like just total opposite end of the world for you. He works over at the ranch. Well, horse and carriage rental rather.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll come back for you, but you kind of slip out to your day. Do you feel like the dream maybe carries over into your day, or are you the kind of thing like as the day goes on, it becomes more ephemeral and to the point where it's gone?
You know, when you have a bad dream and it just kind of feels like you're being watched, or like something just happens and you're just like hairs on the back of your neck kind of all day. Not necessarily, you know, I'm like stressed and I think it's real, but more just like it's just giving me like that ick kind of for the rest of the day. Kind of bad mood, on edge, snappier than usual.
Meanwhile, Quinn, you make your way down to what is possibly the most awkward social situation to walk in on. Three people have literally just been talking about you.
Yeah. I think like specifically for Enrique and Jackson, you see Quinn in a way I don't think either of you have seen before. Like their hair is a mess. They're in like an oversized hoodie, no makeup, like, and just looks so grumpy. That's actually normal. That's normal. But everything else is probably a little jarring, as like that's not how either of you typically see Quinn. I think Quinn kind of walks in. Do I overhear them talking about me at all? Or like is it I walk into the room and they immediately stop?
Let's get sneaky from all three and bright from you.
You got it.
I don't even want sneaky. I wanted
12.
Well, good thing I said I didn't want to. That's a 1.
Got a 10.
Hmm.
16.
Oh wait, my sneaky is -5.
Oh god.
Oh my god! You got a
Well.
-4.
With that, we're gonna go to a real cute tower pull.
Please don't fall over, tower.
Enrique, which block would you like to pull?
Um,
Maybe start with the row and then we'll pick which 3. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tell me when.
third from the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
The left one, the outward facing one. Yes.
this one?
Yes.
Take it. And where do you want it?
Center.
Oh, no.
Oh well, it's
Sorry.
there now.
That's where it lives now. I tried. Maybe it'll only let you put them in a certain order. I don't know. We'll
Maybe.
find out.
know.
Meanwhile, also clocking in at a 10. Jackson, where do you want to pull from?
Oh yeah, right there.
Right there?
The
This
middle,
one?
the middle one, the middle one. No.
Oh. Which one?
Yep, right there. So the right hand side, yep, middle.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you said the middle. Cool.
Oh wait, I'm just confused at how the blocks work. That's my bad.
Got it.
Oh crap.
Well, that's
That's
where it is
precariously
now.
perched.
I can't put it back. We'll learn as we go. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. Great. So I feel like you overhear for sure kind of the tail end. I don't think, walking into a room you're necessarily gonna get like the whole sentence, but I think you'll get
Sure.
enough to like catch your name and
Mhm.
maybe like the word dream as you are walking in, enough to be like, I don't know if this is your instinct, but go, oh, are you having a dream about me? That kind of like a
Who do I catch saying like my name and dream? Because depending on who says it will change my response. Enrique,
for sure.
sick.
It would be.
All right.
With a -4, yeah.
Incredible. Quinn walks in and hears that and goes, wow, Enrique, having dreams about me?
Enrique immediately bolts up and like realizes it's Quinn and just kind of like stumbles back a little and grabs the nearest utensil to like hold it in front of him, and it's a spoon.
I don't think that's going to do what you're going for unless you want to like scoop out my eyeballs or something. Why are you acting weirder than usual? Which coming from me says a lot.
I mean,
I know that like you're not used to seeing me like this, but you don't have to be so like outwardly mean about it.
sorry, just weird dream.
I like weird dreams. Tell me about it.
Well, you killed me.
Interesting. I don't think I've had that dream yet.
Yet. And he brandishes the spoon.
I mean, you haven't done anything to piss me off too much, so. That was a joke.
I don't know where I'm going with this. And he sets the spoon down. And just kind of sits.
Sorry I killed you, but it was a dream.
It just felt so real.
Jackson's gonna interject and be like, well, I mean, he's just a little spooked because we all had the dream.
Wait, all three of wait, who's we?
Us.
All of you had the same dream.
Sort of, right, guys? Like,
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to figure out. Did you have a dream?
No, I don't dream.
Me neither. That's what I said.
Huh. Okay, well, tell me about this dream.
Can we
assume you
just
guys
get through
do.
breakfast first?
I already ate mine.
Well, like, were we the only ones? Did anybody else in the house have a dream? Like, what if everybody had a dream? What if Quinn killed everyone?
Should we go?
Listen, you and people back at school like to say really mean things about me. It's getting a little tiring.
Of note, you all do know that the only other person staying with you is Bev. Everybody else is emptied out for the summer.
I know that like the way that I look and dress makes you think that I could be like an axe murderer or something, but I promise I'm not.
As Quinn runs their hand through their hair, Liv, you actually have this weird, like, click note of, dude, they totally had pink hair in my dream. You could say it out loud or not, but you know that.
Very quietly, like almost in a mumble, she's gonna be like, didn't you have pink hair? As like almost like trying to remember and like hoping if she says it out loud, something will then click in her brain. If anyone else hears that, that's up to y'all, but
You can roll bright on a mumble if anyone picks up on that. We'll say 13 or higher.
21.
I think Jackson is more concerned about the fact that Quinn just said axe when
He said
It-
axe.
was an axe. So
Yeah.
Jackson's just gonna slowly turn and be like, why
I think
did you
just
say
as a
axe?
note for Morgan's sake,
Okay.
if that got said, that's not knowledge Quinn has.
No, I know. That was
Mhm.
because that was yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say like that.
Yeah.
That feels like a thing Quinn might incidentally
Yeah.
say.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going
It's not a
for.
thing Quinn
Of
knows.
like, oh, you're all scared of me? What, you think I'm an axe murderer or something? Because I feel like that's
Yeah.
always the first thing people
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to.
I just want to be real clear
Yeah.
for y'all's sake and for the audience's sake, since we're playing timey-wimey things.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very much like that was just the first thing that came to them.
For sure. Jackson's still gonna be like,
Yeah.
how do you feel about axes?
That's a really weird question. I mean, like, I've seen, like, my dad uses it for, like, firewood and stuff, but, like, I've never picked one up or murdered
Roll
somebody with it, if that's what you're
strange.
asking.
Quinn, roll strange.
Oh, sure. 15.
You don't have like you don't have a memory or anything, but there is a weird like twinge in the back of your brain
Mhm.
when Jackson asks like how you feel about axes, and you're just like a little like nerve pain. And then I would like you to pick a tower.
Let's go. I gotta count. 8 from the bottom.
Okay.
The middle block that has the Jenga symbol on it.
Oh. The middle one doesn't have Jenga on it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So the side says Jenga, or I can grab
okay.
the middle block. Is that
Yeah,
what you want?
yeah, just yeah, right where your mouse is. That's
Okay,
perfect.
perfect. So far, so good.
Nervous.
Okay, I just feel like I have to reiterate to all of you again, it was a dream.
Jackson's whole mood is just gonna shift. He's just gonna. You're right. I feel like you've seen your dad use an axe. Did we all like sit down and like have a convo at some point about each other I feel like we must have, and that's why we all had a dream about you.
I mean, we're the only ones still here, and we have been spending more time together because of that. If
Mhm.
it'll make you all feel, if it'll make you all feel better, I'm not gonna kill you all with an axe. I
Oh,
don't
that's a
even have,
relief. Now that we've got that figured out.
I don't even have access to one, so
For sure. I believe you.
I would hope so.
I mean, you
So-
serve ice cream.
Yes, I serve ice cream because I love ice cream. So
Do you?
I actually really do. Ask Liv. It's mostly what I talk about. It's why I
That
work
is
there.
true.
I hate kids, but
That's
I love
what
ice
yeah,
cream.
you don't like kids. Yeah.
I hate kids. They're the worst.
Mm.
They're awful. They're so mean and sticky and gross.
I like ice cream. What's the other girl that's still here?
Bev?
Yeah.
Have we seen her?
Like ever? Yeah, me and her work at the same place.
Well, I mean, like this morning, did we see her?
Oh,
Have we seen her? Did she have the dream?
I mean, we could ask her.
I don't know. I've tried to talk to her about the ghost that lives on her floor before.
There is no ghost that lives on the floor.
There's definitely a ghost. His name is Harvey.
No.
Yes.
It's just your posters. It's just you using shitty tape for your posters.
No, not on our floor. That's a different ghost for sure that loves to mess around with my band posters. No, the ghost on the second floor is Harvey. There's a lot of stories about him.
As this argument like continues out to your day, I'll say you all disperse, you go to your jobs. For some of you, it's more busy than others. Hotel Iroquois being one of the like larger hotel spaces, they might still have a few customers, people that like to miss the tourism season. So Jackson, you have work for the day, although it's definitely like petering out. Some of the folks that flex in for the summer have flexed out. So, you know, people like you and Bev, and I believe it was Freddie that you work with, are kind of some of the remaining people. And I guess it's up to you. Do you feel like you kind of maintain this weird unease from your dream, or are you able to just kind of like get into work and now you're doing the work thing?
Jackson's back in the zone. Like he's got patties to make. He's got fish to fry. Like it's all very repetitive. It's very easy to get back into.
Roll me a strange check.
For me,
Mhm.
my -5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 3.
Cool. Pick a tower block for me.
I would love to have the from the top down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over to the right, the middle one. Yep.
Do you want to see if I can put it in the middle? I think I can put it wherever.
Yeah. Try and put it in the middle. Nope, never mind.
Side it is. I guess the tower must be stacked a specific way.
Crazy.
So there's just a weird moment where you're flipping or whatever, and you just catch out of the corner of your eye one of your other coworkers is going to cut something, and it's the way like the big knife flashes in the light. You just have this little of like, oh, the axe coming at me. And then you're like, God, it's the fucking knife, and I'm at work. I'm okay.
He's just gonna take a breath and then sit up and yell, "How we doing, chefs?"
And there's like 2 other guys in the kitchen. They're like, we're great. What are you, the bear?
Just because the season's nearing over, we are professionals, so let's keep it moving, chefs. Thank you, chefs.
Yes, Chef Carmi. Some dude, he puts like his AirPods back in, like tunes you right back out, goes back to chopping an onion.
Jackson's gonna look back to what he's doing. He's gonna focus, but he's gonna say to himself, I still don't get that reference. I don't watch TV.
You got nothing. Meanwhile, Liv, most of your day is pretty damn quiet. There's like this little elderly couple that love the quiet season, and in fact, you're like familiar with them. They come every year and they take the same tours, and you know, they're the habitual people. Like you can kind of get through your day on rote. You pretty much do one tour, and then otherwise you're like standing at the kiosk trying to hand your little pamphlets out to anyone passing by to see if they want a tour. There's just not much happening.
But we love Ange and Will.
Yeah. You give them the best historical tour they've ever had.
Bestest tour.
Oh, Liv, it's so nice to see you. Here's a nice $5, or you get an ice cream or something.
Aw, thanks, Ange. It's always good to see you guys this year.
Oh, you know, we love it. All right, well, we'll be back tomorrow for the other one.
Can't wait.
So yeah, your day passes pretty chill, but go ahead and roll me a strange check as well.
Strange?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, is that a 9 or a 6? It's a 6. That makes it a 9.
You're having a bad day too.
This day sucks.
There's this moment where like you hear kind of a loud like smack sound, and then what starts like a yell, like a scream, and there's almost this like you know, like when you hear someone get pushed off a cliff or whatever. And then you like turn on out of the corner of your eye, you're like, oh, it's a little kid that just fell and scraped their knee and they're now crying for their mommy. But it still, your heart is now like just racing.
Just get it out of your mind. You're fine. You're fine. It was just a dream. You're fine. Nothing weird is happening in this town. Nothing ever weird happens in this town. You're fine.
You firmly don't believe in ghosts. Enrique, meanwhile, you're taking care of horses all day. It's pretty chill. Whether or not people come by, you still have work to do. There's plenty to do. You're, literally shoveling shit and putting out hay. It's the whatevers of your day. But I would say as you come into the barn for the first time that morning, there is something. Oh, actually, I forgot. Liv's got to pull a tower block too. We'll come back to you and the horses in a hot second. Liv, which one do you want?
Let's go the light one right in between the top 6. No, go down 2 more.
Like this?
1 more. I've changed my mind.
You want this one?
Right there. Yeah. I got stressed all of a sudden.
Enrique, as you come into the barn for the first time, there's like a rush of wind and all the horses like pick up and whinny, and just as you reach out to calm the first horse, it kind of rears back from you just for a moment, and then sees you, smells you, calms down.
That's weird. They don't normally respond like that to me. And he's brushing the horse and just kind of thinking to himself, like, is there something wrong with me? And he keeps checking his neck to make sure, like, we still attached? Is it turning ways it shouldn't?
You know what's coming. You gotta roll strange for me.
Yay. Why do I never get to roll above? Okay. Not okay. So that'll be 10.
Right on the edge. I think we'll say, I think we'll deem you safe from a tower fall on this one. But there is kind of like that moment as the horse is rearing back where you almost get vertigo like you're falling, and then as it calms, you calm and you feel the world set to right. And it just leaves your whole day on edge like that. You're just a little more jumpy, a little more on edge. Being around the horses calms you down, makes you feel better, but it's just meanwhile, Quinn is, there's not a lot of people, but there's ice cream.
Yeah.
It's a good day. It's happening.
Yeah, I definitely think on Quinn's break, as like a peace offering, would go find Enrique and would have like a scoop in a cup for you, Enrique.
Nervous, especially. He's probably out like exercising a couple of the horses that haven't been used all that recently.
Probably like just
So
taking a trot down Main Street and you pass
Yeah.
the ice cream shop.
And even as he gets off of the horse, even at that moment, it's still like that bit of a drop where he's just like, okay. And he goes to take the ice cream and is hesitant, just thinking, did she poison this?
Look, you seemed really freaked out by me this morning, more than you normally are. And so I just thought I'd bring you some ice cream to apologize for something I did in a dream, which feels weird, but...
I know, yeah, sorry. I don't know why I can't shake it. It just felt so real.
I mean, from what I've heard from other people, nightmares can do that sometimes. So I'm not like mad at any of you. It's just you're now all acting really weird and you guys are like my friends. So
Yeah, of course.
hopefully this ice cream makes up for it because there's less people. I've gotten to do a lot more experimenting. So this one is honey and it's got pieces of honeycomb in it. So
Thanks.
and like does a pause and sighs and goes, do you want to talk about it?
And Enrique thinks and is just like, he doesn't even know how to start talking about it. And it's like, I just feel like just got a little bit left here and then head off this island and back to normal life.
Yeah,
And I can
back
put
to
what-
school. Super
whatever.
exciting.
Yeah. Should be one of my last semesters, so off afterwards.
Okay. Well, enjoy. Sorry again for killing you in a dream. I'll see you later, I guess.
Definitely.
You trot off down Main Street. You have ice cream with honeycomb in it.
Mhm.
That's for sure pieces of wax in the ice cream.
They were listen, there's so few people, they get to do all their crazy weird ice cream experiments they didn't let them do over the summer. So they're just trying shit at
That's
this
weird.
point.
That's weird.
So
Honeycomb
Enrique-
candy would be great though.
Enrique's gets a scoop of the ice cream as he's trotting off down the street, and it's like,
It's cold.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Do none of you eat honeycomb? It's really good.
it is, but not frozen.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the texture with me for a second.
Sure.
Maybe the most haunted thing on this on this stream today. So your days all kind of pass, and as you end the day coming in, you know, in and out from work, I would say, Jackson, you're probably sent home early because there's just not a lot happening. So like dinner service ends and they're like, we're just gonna keep on one person for the rest of the night just in case. So you might as well go. And it's like 10 at night for you. Everybody else, you probably had more regular hours, you know, hitting dinner time. But we'll say just for time and cohesion on this stream together, let's say you all in one way or another kind of spend your dinner times maybe separately or a couple of you together, but it's not till really that 10 o'clock hour hits. And you all find yourselves just gathering in the communal areas. There's like a little living room area, you know, section that's got like couches and a TV going. There's the kitchenette with, you know, kitchen tables and all of that. But one way or another, you all find yourselves settling in for the evening. And I think maybe Bev, you went off to your room or whatever, but we'll give you that same fun moment that Quinn got to have, where it's, you know, the four of them are downstairs doing one thing or another. And you walk in as everyone turns to look at you because you were the one they were asking about that morning.
I'm gonna pretend like they didn't look at me, and I'm
What do you-
gonna continue. I'm picturing still the kitchen, I guess, but it could be the living room. Is everyone in the living room chatting?
Yeah, look, real talk. Could not find photos of the interior together, but it being kind of a long space, I'm kind of
Okay.
picturing the communal area being like one long open area where part of it is like the kitchen and kitchen tables and the other part is like the living room area.
Okay, yeah. I'm just heading to the living room area to like journal. So I'm just gonna go do that.
Hey, Bev, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you have a dream that I killed you with an axe?
No.
You can't just ask people if they had a dream about you killing them with an axe.
Listen, I'm Quinn, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
I just had to know because they're all freaked out about this dream they all had last night, and we were all wanting to see if you had the same one. And look at that. They didn't. I guess
Well,
I'm in the clear.
you didn't kill me with an axe. You pushed me off a cliff.
I still didn't do that in real. Enrique, I brought you ice cream. I don't know what else you want me to do.
I
Just
mean-
say it. Just get the dream right.
Okay, did I push you off? Did I push you off a cliff? Did I kill you somehow in a dream last night?
You are not in my dreams, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
I did have a weird dream though. It
What?
was heading through the forest because I heard like this wind chime. And then suddenly I heard a scream. And I called the police. And then the police weren't the police. It was a voice whispering, "Help, help, no." Which is spooky, but none of you are in my dreams. Don't worry about it.
You heard a scream.
Yeah. It was a scary dream.
Where were you in the dream?
Okay, well, I guess Jackson was in my dream.
Oh.
Was I screaming?
I don't think you were the first scream. But you were definitely, I guess there was axe murdering in the dream.
What?
I mean, Jackson looked all fucked up. Bloody and gross and bad. You were all messed up in my dream. I'm not gonna walk up to you and be like, "Oh, you were murdered in my dream last night," because that's a weird thing to do. So
I mean, yeah.
yeah. So I had a murder dream. It's okay, guys. gonna go
We're
back
all
to
just
it.
having murder dreams.
I'm not going to murder any of you, I promise.
I believe you.
This
I
just has-
don't.
I give that impression a lot. It's fine. This just has to be some sort of weird thing, right? Like, it's not real life.
Just like a stress dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you heard chimes?
Yeah, it was like a twinkling. I was walking through I was trying to find out where it was coming from.
Liv,
It was
roll brainy. I'll give you advantage. This has to do with your expertise, so here's hoping.
Chimes.
Well, it was a nat 1 at first,
Oh,
but now we're at a
yikes.
16.
Much better.
I would say especially because you just did a tour with like some of the people that are here all the time, you probably were looking back through old history books and legend books or whatever to like find stories you haven't told them 100 times. And there's this it's like it's passing out of memory, kind of a forgotten thing, but there is an old legend of the musical well of Mackinac, which was down by the crack. There was like probably just a part of a fissure or whatever that like these guys used to like drop rocks and stuff down because it would like make chimey noises as it went down. And maybe 50, 70 years or so ago back, like it got blocked up and people stopped visiting it, and the kind of general consensus is like at some point whatever debris has like clogged it will probably open up and like the sounds will be audible again.
You said that you heard chimes?
Yeah.
Super weird. I mean, we have like Are you from here? I don't think you went to high school with me.
I'm from the area. I didn't grow up here though.
Oh, okay. Well, here we have like this like local legend about this like musical well, and some guys used to like toss rocks in like guy stuff. And it like would like sing essentially. So like,
Jackson and I
weird that
look at
you,
each other and just like, yeah.
So it's weird that you hear like chimes. Like I think it's just kind of like a natural phenomena kind of thing, and like just nature being nature.
It's not. It's definitely ghosts.
Ghosts aren't real.
Yes, they are.
Have you seen a ghost?
No, but a lot of times you don't see them because they're invisible, but they move things and they make sounds, and there's definitely one haunting this building. Anyway.
As you say, there's definitely one haunting this building. Y'all hear footsteps just running down the hall over your ceiling. Which, for many of you, is common because that's one of the constant reports of the mission house. But you all can decide whether or not this is something you've heard before.
Do I know who's still staying here? Is there anybody on the third floor?
Well, so right now you guys are on first floor, so that would be second floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Quinn and Liv, Enrique and Jackson all have rooms up in the new build. You're the only one on the second floor. And as far as you're aware, everybody else is cleared out for the summer.
I mean, somebody can be on the second floor.
Yeah, it's probably just Jackson's roommate being a doofus.
No, it's totally a ghost. It's a ghost. It's totally a ghost. It's Harvey, for sure.
Jackson goes like, no, I think it's my roommate, and then remembers that his roommate works seasonally and left like 2 days ago.
Freddie has packed his bags and is gone.
It might not be my roommate, actually.
Are you guys like the Scooby-Doo gang? Are you hunting ghosts? Like, what's the deal? You guys had murder dreams. That's cool.
That
You.
you all had murder dreams. I don't dream.
I don't dream either, but I had a dream.
I mean, the next time somebody gets murdered on Scooby-Doo, let me know.
Nobody's been murdered, so
That's true.
And all those ghosts aren't real on Scooby-Doo.
That is true.
It
Well,
was just somebody in a mask.
not
your dream.
always. Not
Exactly.
always.
Well, maybe it's to do with that legend. Like, were any of us throwing anything in a well recently? Or like something we shouldn't have thrown in the well? He starts checking his pockets. He's like, I don't
think so.
I know of.
No, it's
No.
creepy down there. I refuse to go.
Yeah, I can't bring Liv out to there with me. She refuses.
Oh.
so you know where the well is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like in high school, like a bunch of us would like go out there and like party and whatnot. But like it's
You would go to an abandoned well and party?
well, it's not like a well. Like it's like a rock formation kind of thing.
Okay. That makes yeah, okay.
Bev, don't you like go hang out places with your friends since you've been working here? Sorry, I haven't really talked to you. I've just been really busy.
I'm usually pretty busy as well, so no, I don't usually go out places.
I mean, like, should we go check out this well and like see if anybody's thrown something down there and maybe that's why all these weird things are happening?
Maybe we'll might get answers as to why we all have this tree.
Because I don't think it's typical that people have the same dream on the same night about the same things.
You guys have fun at the well. I'll journal back here, I guess.
You're not coming with us?
It seems like a you guys kind of thing.
I mean, you also had the dream, so
So I'm legally required to come.
Well,
yes.
you might be
Oh,
involved in this somehow. Hey, you didn't die, so that's at least
true.
some sort of comfort for you.
If y'all would like to try and convince Bev,
oh no, I'll come.
we can do okay, great.
I'm not busy.
We can do a roll off.
I just didn't want to, I just didn't want to join the group if they didn't want me there. So I'll go.
All right, tour guide, will you lead the way?
I mean, Jackson knows where it is too.
Bev, do you
Huh?
know the way?
Yeah, I do. What?
Bev, do you know the way?
Oh no.
Love to set the scene for y'all as you head out. So,
Grab my flashlight.
unfortunately, I don't totally have the perfect images for this, but I'm gonna offer you a couple. One, this is what the beautiful woods look like in Michigan and on Mackinac as autumn takes place. But at night, as the world gets cold and the winds off the lake meet with the sun-baked warmth of the island, what you get is heavy and dense fog. So you need to picture kind of a little cross between this and this. Because where you're going doesn't have lights and they're not cute little benches. Like this is a full-on trail. You're going deep into the woods. So again, you picture, your fun, beautiful autumnal leaves, the crackling, the rustling of bushes, and creepy ass fog. So as you all head out into the woods, Liv, Jackson, you know this path well. No pun intended. And you make your way towards kind of the crack in the island. And the sounds of the world do get weirder. There's, crickets and nighttime birds coming to life. And again, as you all are walking through, rustling of bushes and crackling of twigs underfoot. And then you near the crack. And I would say let's get bright or brainy from both Jackson and Liv. I mean, everybody else, I guess, can roll bright. Liv and Jackson are the only ones that have the option for brainy.
Got a 13.
21.
15.
8.
Well,
Those of you with the 15 and higher, you notice just kind of off to the side of the large crack, which again, I'll throw our little daytime image up there for you. It will let me. Encased in the roiling fog, just to the side of this massive rock formation, it does look almost as though the earth itself has opened up a little, and there's just this hollow that seems deep and dark, and you don't know how low it would go. But it's, as far as you know, new.
Liv, is that typical?
I mean, I don't know rocks.
No, I just mean, is that usually there?
Oh, I mean, it's been here for some time. Like I said,
Okay.
like people used to like chuck rocks into it and like make music.
Yeah, but like, didn't they
You know,
cover
boy
it up or
stuff.
something? Is it supposed to? Yeah, boy stuff. That's what boys do. But isn't it supposed to be like not open?
I mean, it used to be closed up, but I mean, things happen, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been out here in years.
There are, interestingly enough, in the dirt around the rock area. So you can even, I think, see in this picture, there's beer cans and bottles, tourist trash and or locals party trash hanging around the crack.
Go stick your hand in it.
Pick up your litter. Pick up your litter, kids.
Me?
I don't know, someone.
Kind of looks around at the group. And then
Anyone?
sighs and goes, I mean,
Let's-
I guess it's fair. I did apparently kill all of you last night, so
I mean,
I'll go stick my hand in it.
So it's not this hole on the image. It's like
Yeah.
vertical hole downwards. You kneel beside it.
Yeah.
You reach your hand in, and you can like feel rock sides, but you can't find a bottom. It's, I would say, like a 1.5 feet around on either side, but kind of like,
Yeah.
you could maybe start to squeeze in, but you can't like fall in really.
It's just a bunch of rocks. Enrique, you want to shine your flashlight over here?
I roll my flashlight to Quinn. I'm like, I am not going near another drop off.
Wow,
Roll
you're all
Buff, I guess. Finally.
you're all a bunch of scaredy cats.
Rolling buff? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, you're trying to roll a flashlight across a like wooded floor. Like there's twigs and leaves and shit. That's not a roll.
Okay.
Throw it to them.
22.
Miraculously, this flashlight rolls across stumps and vines and twigs and jumps into Quinn's hand.
I will pull my hand out and shine the flashlight down there. See if I see anything.
Eventually, the light phases out. You can't see a bottom.
Wow. This is it's a really deep well, you guys. I can't see the bottom.
Maybe it's like a metaphor.
For what?
I don't know, like we spent the summer together and now I don't know, maybe there's something we need to like let go into the well.
There's a crack in our friendship.
There's not a
Yeah,
crack in me and Liv's friendship.
but like overall.
Quinn,
I'm
are
gonna
you-
throw a rock in it.
Oh, great.
You know what, Bev? Same mine. I was just about to suggest that same thing. So
Perfect.
I like you already.
Well,
And-
Yeah, the lore was about throwing rocks in it, so I feel like we should throw a rock in it.
I'll keep the flashlight on the well.
So Bev tosses a rock in, and for as long as your flashlight can, you could see the rock kind of bouncing in. And what happens is this beautiful, mystical chiming sound. And as that happens, we're going to do something a little weird, and I'm going to ask for your patience. I'm going to start putting you all in the waiting room.
Win. Big win. I love it.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, get rid of all these people.
Now it's just you and me.
Yippee!
So as this chiming sound happens, you are transported back to your dream, and it's not like, it's weird because everybody else has been saying like Quinn killed them, blah, 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 blah. But like, all that really hits you and resonates with you is that Jackson should be dead and is not dead. And it's weird that he's not dead. And there's just a weird sense of something is wrong with Jackson. And you no longer trust anything he says.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There we are. Yay. I was like, it won't let me get him back.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
So I assume you're going to kind of already know this, but as the rock is hitting and resonating down the well, this twinkling sound just sets you on edge, and you don't care what they say. Quinn wants to kill you all, and if you don't kill them first, they will kill you.
Who wants to kill us? Okay.
Back to the waiting room with you. Hello.
Oh no, this is just me.
Welcome to the one-on-one. So as the chiming sound happens, it resonates in your brain and runs through you, and you know with absolute certainty that it's not about Quinn killed you in your dream.
Mhm.
It's that something is wrong with Liv. And it's weird, like you try to reach out to her this summer and you try to like get those feelings back, but she's been rebuffing you and putting you off, and you're like, that's what the dream meant. It didn't have anything to do with Quinn. It's something's wrong with Liv.
Mhm.
And you will no longer trust anything Liv says. If anything, Liv's probably honestly trying to manipulate the situation, as she's been manipulating you for forever.
Worse.
Yeah. So it's not that you shouldn't trust Quinn. It's that you no longer trust Liv, who had your whole heart at one point and has brutalized it with an axe.
It makes so much sense now.
No. Anyway, that's what the well tells you. Goodbye. Hello. Welcome to
I'm
a
so
one-on-one.
scared. Holy shit.
So as this resonant twinkling sound filters through you, it almost resonates in your chest. And you know with absolute certainty that something is wrong with Quinn, and something has been wrong with Quinn. You've known it the whole time. And these dreams, maybe you get this like sixth sense feeling of, it's not that Quinn has done this, it's that Quinn will and is going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't stop them first, they will kill you and everyone you care about.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay.
And you know this to be true. That's
Okay,
what the well
awesome.
tells you. Okay.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello? I'm so scared.
So as this twinkling sound resonates through you, part of you remembers what and who you are.
Okay.
And of course you're not Quinn. You've never been Quinn. Quinn isn't a
No.
real person. Quinn is a
No.
creation.
Mm-hmm.
But what kind of sets you off is that what is in you knows that everyone else has a connection to death already.
Mm-hmm.
The primary focus becomes this interloper Bev.
Okay.
One way or another, they are the first one that has to go. And then you also suddenly remember under your mattress is where you left the axe.
Okay.
And I also just remembered I forgot to tell one person something, so I've got to send you away and get them back in
Yep.
here.
All good.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I forgot to tell you something.
Oh,
As the kind of musical resonance runs through you, you have a double sense of self. It's not just that Quinn is deadly and will kill you all. It's the sense of like, they have done it before and they will do it again. And what's in you feels like it's not you. And it has its own desires. We'll come back to more of that later, but anyway, that's what you got.
okay.
In fact, I would say, I think your most pulling desire is, if Quinn or anyone else has got to go, you would like them to go the same way you did, because there's something about that powerful portal of the arch.
Okay.
Like what's in Quinn is wrong. But maybe either you just have to destroy them, or maybe if you get them to the arch, they can be what you are. Or you can get someone else to be what you are and they will help you with Quinn.
So it's not just Quinn, it could potentially other people I could.
You could get
Okay.
company if you want company.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just get everybody else back in. Okay, pumpkin snack. Over.
Kawika, you look jacked. You look huge.
That's because Kawika is jacked.
I know. It's just, you also look huge right now.
He's just trying to convince me to let him roll buff.
Let him roll buff.
Let him roll for every stat.
It's convincing me.
So, this ethereal, enchanting, kind of haunting, twinkling sound emerges from the well and shivers run down your spines. And each of you become filled with the sense and the certainty of the knowledge that has been imparted to you. You know for certain. And there's not really an end to the sound. You just get the sense of like, you just can't hear it anymore. None of you know how deep the well goes. And I would like you all to roll a d20 for me, and whoever gets lowest has to pick the next tower block.
$17.
15.
14.
15.
Oh, Quinn it is. Where are we going?
Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Right there.
This one?
That
Or
one.
the one that
yeah.
has no pulls from it?
The one above it.
It's got 2 missing.
Yes.
Okay, which one you want?
The left one.
You like how I said that one's already got 1 missing from it?
I know, I saw that. I was like, let me risk it. Let's see what happens.
Well,
Oh,
that's what happens.
okay.
Great. I would like everybody then to please roll bold for me.
Bold?
Mhm.
Including me?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna do a different die.
13.
Oh, why did I do that? Hang on. That was really dumb. Come on.
Sick.
Okay. What we got?
19.
3.
13.
16.
11.
Great. Jackson, you have the highest initiative in this sense. In this moment, what would you like to do as you feel flushed and full of the knowledge that you have?
Just in general in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of these. Why are we here? Why are we here?
Because you guys wanted to be here.
I guess.
That is true.
Yeah. I think we're all just being silly and we could just leave. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel.
Why do you want to leave?
Like, I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't know. Enrique, how do you feel?
Especially after that well, I'm not feeling good. Something's not right here.
What do you mean?
Something just doesn't feel right. The dreams, all of this. Something's on that arch rock.
I don't know. I just feel like none of it matters. Like, I just feel like we just came here to sort of fix something, but I don't think anything needs fixing. So, like, we could just go back.
So you're super concerned about everyone having these death dreams, and now you just want to leave it. You just want to forget about it now that we're here.
Well, I feel like we figured it out. Like, we're here, we chucked the rock in the well. That's what we were gonna do, and nothing really happened, so.
Dude, we died.
In dreams.
In a dream.
Yeah.
And we all dreamed this on the same night. Even somebody who wasn't there dreamt this. Something happened on that rock.
Do you want to go check out the rock then? Will that make you feel better?
I don't know. I mean, I'm terrified. Okay? I am terrified of all of us dying, potentially again. I don't want to go and end up in the same position. I don't want us to have to go through that, but I just think there's something we're missing.
Like what? Like, we died in dreams. It didn't happen. Like, who here out of all of us still wants to be here? Can I get a hand count? Can I get a confirmation?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure? You still want to be here?
I mean, I don't know. I'm going to slowly be on the other side. Like, I assume I'm going to be next to Quinn, closest to the rock. I'm going to go to the other side of the group.
Okay, well, all right. Lev, what do you want?
I mean, like, I'm fine with staying out here if everyone else wants to stay out here. Like, that's not a big deal.
Oh, okay, sure, whatever.
Hey, Jackson, if you want to go, you can go. No one's keeping you here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I might. Like you guys just hanging out, like doing whatever. Like Liv took us here. Like Liv knows what she's doing. Like she's not even a good tour guide. Like she said,
Hey,
like she doesn't even know like what this is.
hey, what the fuck is your problem right now?
Whoa, hey, whoa, what?
You're being really aggressive.
Okay.
See, this is
Alright.
exactly what I was talking about. Something has happened.
What do you mean?
Dude, you never talk to Liv like that.
That's actually that's very accurate. I will agree with Enrique on that. You don't talk to her like that.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe someone should.
What is
I'm
your
go-
deal?
Oh my
What?
god.
We have never been this hostile with each other. Then all of a sudden, when we're out here, this is when you decide to do it in front of everyone?
We definitely have been. I mean, you're saying we haven't. We totally have. Like we've, we dated, crying out loud.
Yeah, maybe it was a good idea that we broke up then.
Oh, yeah, you think so? Now you say that?
Well, you're acting like this. Anyway, this is not the point. Are we staying or are we going?
You tell me.
I'm going back to Arch Rock. This all started up there.
I'm gonna go up there. You're the
Yeah.
one who's scared of dying and you want to go to a higher elevation.
Do I want to? Do I want to, man? No. But I want answers. And whatever answers we have are going to be up there. I need to see where I die.
I'm pretty sure you died right here, didn't you? Sure, you got pushed off up there, but down here is where you died, right?
Yeah.
So we're here. I'm gonna go up there.
Wow, Jackson, if that's the way you talk to people, I understand why nobody here wants to talk to you.
Well, okay. Hey, if Enrique wants to go up there, I'll go with him. He seems really worried about this. So I'll go with him. I'll take care of him.
All right,
That's
I'm
what
going
we-
with Enrique too.
Okay. Thanks, Bev.
Three of you
Yeah.
set off. It's not exactly over where y'all are right now, but I would say, in autumn as the leaves are falling, like it starts to come more into view. It's a little closer to the shoreline, and you guys are a little more center island right now. But yeah, the three of you can definitely make your way over there. Quinn and Liv, are you following but at a distance, or are you guys gonna do something else?
I'll turn to Liv and go, "Are you okay?"
I don't know. Let's just go with them, and I'm going to slowly start backing up. And we'll just see how it is. I'm sure he's just tired, and it's fine. Ooh, look at this rock. I'm gonna pick up a rock.
Are you backing up like away from me?
No, I'm just backing up so I can catch up with them.
I don't
Come
know
on.
maybe I shouldn't go. The way that Enrique is reacting towards me and how hostile Jackson being. Maybe me going will just make everything worse.
I mean, only like one way to find out. But like, I really think that we should like maybe stick together. Or, you can head back if you'd like. That's fine too. I don't want to like, push decisions on you.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna you go, I guess, catch up with them. I'm gonna head back. I don't want to freak everybody out by going up there, so
Okay, that's fine. Like, if you want to join, like, I think it's fine. I feel like it's just the area that's maybe putting everyone on edge.
don't
Things
know.
in the air.
Well, I'm gonna go back. Maybe I'll join you all later once Jackson's stopped being a dick and Enrique's done what he needs to do. So maybe I'll catch up with you guys, but I'll go before I make everything worse like I usually do. And I'll
Okay,
head
if
back.
that's what you want.
I'll
I'm
head
going to, like,
back.
stay where I am and watch Quinn.
Yeah, I head back to the housing building.
And then Bliv, you're left alone in the woods, and we'll come back to you. But the other three we'll run off Jackson's initiative, taking the bold as you storm kind of angry through the woods. You're leading one of your best friends, but then also Bev, you're there as a kind of fun third wheel. As you all approach Arch Rock, it is again coated with fog. Unfortunately, the best photography, it's all daylight, but you know, it's framed in trees as they started to lose their leaves. This is kind of the underneath, but you all will remember from another time in another place. It looks a little more like this, but autumnal at night as you kind of come to the bridge that overhangs Arch Rock. Jackson leading the pack, and then Enrique and Beth behind.
Enrique, you feeling better now that we're here?
No, in the slightest. It's cold up here.
I mean, we can head back. We can head back. It's not that big of a deal.
I need to see it. I need to see the spot where I got pushed.
Okay.
Something just doesn't feel right.
Okay, yeah, we can go check it out.
So walking with that weird deja vu of a dream that's no longer a dream, you're like in the moment and in the spot, and you're able to kind of walk over and lean and look over the ledge, and there's that like vertigo feeling. And please roll strange for me.
I wasn't going to look over the edge yet.
Okay.
I was going to hang back.
Fair enough.
It's okay.
As you approach, I'll have all of you roll strange.
Great.
11.
Was an 18, now it's a 16.
Do you want me? Oh, 1.
Okay. Oh. Jackson, Bev. What was yours, Bev?
11.
Oh, yeah, no. The two of you don't hear it, but Enrique, it's almost as if you're hearing that sound from the well again, but you are so far away, you really shouldn't be able to hear it from where you are.
You guys hear it?
No. What? The tinkling?
Yes.
Up here?
No, man, I don't hear it.
It's something about this spot. It's the spot where I died. Enrique's going to attempt to get to the edge, but he can't bring himself to do it.
Bev's gonna take a step for. He's acting incredibly weird. I don't want him that close. He's giving me rancid vibes.
Same.
Horrible vibes.
Same. Just sort of gonna touch his shoulder and be like, "Hey, man,
Hey, Jackson, get your hand off him."
Okay.
It's fine.
As Jackson,
Am I down there? Am I down there?
Are you down?
I look. I like instinctually like. Is he down there?
He's not. Bev, you're looking over the edge. Enrique, Jackson's got his hand on your shoulder, and the momentum of the moment is yours. What would you like to do? Bev says no as she's looking over, but she's also just snapped at Jackson.
I take Jackson's hand and just take it off my shoulder. And just go. It's so lonely. And I push Jackson.
Roll buff for me, please.
Not buff.
With advantage, please.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Jackson, please roll bright for me to see if you have any chance of dodging.
It's a 3.
There's a moment where you felt your friend take your hand, and it, you know, guys aren't typically physically affectionate. And in this moment where your emotions have been riled up and you feel angry, it's almost a tender moment for a half second. And then you're seeing this look in Enrique's eyes, and it's very strange, and it's so foreign, and it's suddenly violent as you go toppling over the edge. I don't know what your home situation is like. If you're able to give us anything resembling an apartment-friendly Wilhelm, feel free as you go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Perfect. And with that, Jackson goes careening over the edge of Arch Rock until there is a violent splatter and end. Back over at the well. Liv, you, a few minutes ago, heard as if something had been thrown into the well. And you turn, and you roll for me bright.
Ooh. 9.
Cool. You turn, there's nothing and no one in the woods. What would you like to do?
God, I hate these woods. These woods are so dumb and creepy, and maybe he's right. Why are we even out here? This doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna go turn and walk the trail that the group had walked and head towards where they are.
Great. As you are walking towards Arch Rock, Jackson, I guess, obviously you didn't do it on camera. Do you think you screamed on the way down?
I think it's more like the shock of being pushed. Maybe I didn't for like that first second, but then yeah, I'm screaming for the rest of it.
So Liv, you hear Jackson's voice screaming. And I think you've known each other well enough to recognize his voice.
Pure panic will fill her, and she's just going to start running.
Right.
Towards to where the sound is, I suppose? Not realizing that it's a falling type sound.
Quinn, give me a bold check.
Lucky. Bold. That is a 0.
Cool. Great. You're gonna, you've gone back to the house.
Yep.
You're headed up to your room,
Yep.
Bev. Bullet time. We're back on the bridge. You have just watched Enrique push Jackson over the edge.
Hey, Enrique, are you feeling okay?
What happened?
What
Where's
happened?
Jackson?
Enrique, you pushed Jackson over the edge.
No, no, I didn't.
I watched you push Jackson over the edge. You just pushed Jackson.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Do you want to look?
No, you're lying. It's my body that's down there. It's not his.
Hey, Enrique, let's get off of the edge of the cliff. Okay. If it helps, I think you did the right thing. So, we can take a walk. Let's take a walk in the other direction. Yeah? I'm gonna put my arm and start trying to get him to walk the other way.
Enrique, do you resist?
I do.
Okay. Buff v buff, please, friends.
I have a -5.
Cool. You could also roll charisma if you wanted to do it in the sense of like, which would be your bold. Yeah, if you want to like try and convince him versus physically push him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
24.
Great. So you don't know Bev, you don't trust Bev necessarily, inherently. And there's this moment of Bev is trying to lead you away and you physically push back. Do you do anything else or are you just trying to stay stationary?
I want to try to pick her up.
In this case, I would like a re-roll of Bev, Enrique, Quinn, and Liv's bold. We're going for speed, friends.
Damn it.
Another 19.
Damn it.
You want to kill me that bad?
18.
4.
Ooh.
1.
Quinn, you are walking so slow. Liv,
Yep.
I feel like with a nat 1, first of all, I'm gonna need you to choose a block.
Right there.
Oh,
Right where
the
your mouth
side
is.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Why
Oh, you
is it
can
letting
go
me
right in
put
the
it
middle.
No, it's never letting me put it in the middle. Trash
This-
online game.
This game is whack.
I feel like you were running, so you've gotten almost to like where the trail begins, but you're like, well, I guess really, I think where you are is you're at the fork where you could either be taking the trail up or you could be taking the trail under and through, and you are frozen in this moment. Meanwhile, Quinn, I don't know, you just like checking out your bed, maybe
I'm like, yeah, I'm like packing a backpack with like more flashlights and being like, okay, these are the things we might need up there because I have decided to go back now. I think I was mad and I came back and I'm like, I should go up and be there, I guess, but I'll bring stuff that we need.
Meanwhile, Bev, you have got hair second reaction as you see something dark across Enrique's eyes and you realize, oh no, I'm in danger.
Yeah. I'm running.
Okay.
That's what I've got. I'm not gonna out strength Enrique.
I think with the sense of like where you were probably on the side where you would almost need to keep running across, or you're trying to dart past him, which if we were playing like D&D would be like an opportunity attack kind of moment. So you can either keep running and run away, or you can go back down towards the mission house, but he might be able to grab you.
I think it's just gonna be a way.
Okay.
I don't think there's. Yeah.
You take off. Enrique, do you give chase? Or do you maybe go down to see the results?
It's gonna go down.
Bev, unknowing this, you've just taken off into the night. Meanwhile, Enrique, you make your way down the nearer track, which is going to take you right past Liv. And Liv, you see Enrique come down just a wreck emotionally, clearly weeping.
Did I see Jackson fall?
No. You heard
Okay,
a scream.
I just heard it.
Yeah.
Cool. What in the world is going on?
I don't know, something happened up there. Where's Quinn?
What happened up there? Quinn went back
Went back.
to the house.
You let her go back?
I mean, I wasn't going to follow
Alone?
her. I was coming to follow
You took your
guys.
eyes off of her?
Okay, and I figured everyone's safe here when Quinn's not here.
She killed us, Liv. It's all real. She killed us before. She's gonna do it again. Whatever thing is up there at Arch Rock, it took over her.
If they
To
are
stop
at the
her.
house, yeah,
We need
if
to
they are
stop
at the
her.
house, we are safe here. Okay, those were dreams. Okay,
She could have gone back.
I'm trying to
get
convince
anything.
myself that.
Them. Thank you. We need to stop Quinn. They're going to get us.
Where's Jackson?
Great question. Jackson, could you please roll me? They've taken too much time at this point. Go ahead and roll me a nice little strange check.
Sure can.
How weird will it get?
9.
Okay. You come gasping back to life. And there is something with you? Something in you? And you look up, you're on the ground and you're just looking straight up. And it's so weird because Mackinac it's in a pretty populated area. I mean, just across the bay, there's always tons of lights. You usually can't really see stars. But for the first time, possibly ever in your life, depending on what kind of trips you've taken, you can see the flow of the Milky Way above you with the naked eye. And a part of you knows, in a not cliche way, like you're made of that star stuff. And in a more crystalline way, your focus has shifted. And you want to go find Enrique. Because you know what you're feeling and what you're seeing is what you saw in his eyes right before he pushed you over.
Can I stand?
Mm-hmm.
Is my body messed up? No. Okay. And I'm in the same area. I'm just seeing it differently.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get up. I'll sort of brush myself off and I'll start walking over.
Bev, we gotta wrap up. Where have you gone?
Who knows? You know, into the forest.
Okay.
Not towards Enrique, who threw somebody off and wanted to throw me off. So I just started running. I think that my goal would be to get back to the hotel.
Okay.
But I gotta find my way where I am.
Yeah.
first.
I think you'd know the area well enough. You can kind of loop back around on the trails of tracks to where you're like bypassing the arch rock path and kind of going back down along the lakeshore to almost where you reconnect and there's Quinn with a backpack.
Hey,
Hey, what are you? What? You're not up there with the rest of them?
no, Enrique pushed Jackson. And was gonna grab me. So I left.
What? That doesn't sound like him at all.
Just decided to do it. I don't know, but I left because I didn't want to die.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm not great, but I'm still concerned. I'm gonna sit with the feelings that I have about watching somebody get murdered after I deal with the current
Sure.
situation.
Yeah. I have like a bottle of water in my backpack.
Yeah.
Like, do you want? Great.
Mhm.
I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out the axe.
I'm running.
Yes.
And I'm going
Yes, you
after
are.
Bev.
Is everyone trying to kill me? Did you invite me to the game so everyone tried to kill me?
Quinn, could you please, we're gonna have you roll buff in a hot second, but choose a little tower block for me real quick.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, keep going.
Pull aside
keep going.
one again.
Keep going. That one in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. Here or here?
I don't care. Either one. Yeah.
Great. Roll buff for me.
Sick.
And Bev, I don't think I'm even gonna give you necessarily a chance to resist. If Quinn hits a 15 or higher, you're for sure down.
So I have a -5 in buff.
Yeah, no, that's back to a 0. You're in possessing mode.
Oh, sick. Oh, I mean, it's a 12.
Okay. That's enough to, I'll say, cut Bev.
Sick.
But not enough to like cut an arm off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
You've missed.
Yeah. Sure. I am still gonna keep going for Bev.
For sure. So you've got your surprise move in as you cut a nasty cut out of Bev's arm. And at this point, I would like the two of you to both roll bold, and we'll see who gets the next action.
What's my bold stat now that I'm possessed?
+3.
Okay, thank you.
It's another 19.
Hell yeah.
17.
Okay. By the skin of your teeth, Bev. But at this point, it's like you're literally between a rock and a hard place. You could run back towards Arch Rock, or you can run and try and get past Quinn for the hotel.
Like, my gut wants to go to Liv, but what if Liv also wants to kill me? What if these freaks all went into the forest with me to try to kill me? They were all like, ooh, I had murder dreams. It's crazy. Come with us. So I'm going back to the hotel.
Okay.
There's other... Would I think that there's other people at the hotel? Or is it empty?
At this time of night, I mean, there's going to be guests and maybe a desk worker.
Other people. Sounds great. Would love to go to the hotel.
Okay. You're gonna get the jump on Quinn in the sense of like you will get to run past them.
Okay.
With Quinn, I'm assuming you're giving chase.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
This is gonna be at this point an endurance race. So
Yeah.
the two of you are running back down the path, and we're gonna just keep split screening this. Back over at the intersection, Enrique and Liv, you're caught in this intense emotional moment, and I need you both to roll bright for me.
Dang it, that's the one I don't have. Thanks.
16.
12.
You hear, I think both of you hear, but Liv, you hear it first, and you turn around as you hear a crackling and a rustling in the bushes. And there's Jackson.
I am going to run up to him and hug him.
Jackson.
Are you okay? I thought I heard screaming and I didn't know where everyone was, and I'm just really starting to freak out a little.
Jackson, I'm sorry, it was so lonely.
Jackson's gonna brush past Liv and just come face to face with Enrique and just sort of put his hand around the back of his head and just like look into his eyes.
Roll bright or strange.
Five.
Choose me a block.
The bottom middle. Yep.
What the?
Which
Okay,
out of interest-
Jenga game.
Yeah, right. Out of interest, was it bright or was it strange?
It was bright.
I don't think you're necessarily able to put it together of what you are and what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, in this moment, as you are locking eyes with Enrique, you're almost seeing the pattern of the Milky Way in his eyes, and your allegiances are with Enrique. There is no anger over what has happened. You are just here with him, and there's not an understanding of what's happening, but just an understanding of whatever he did is what needed to be done.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to look into his eyes sort of like blankly, like I'm looking to him. It might just look like I'm looking past him, but also like in like as deep as I can. And I'm just gonna say, the body was at the bottom.
It's Quinn. We have to stop Quinn.
We have to stop Quinn.
Whatever's in them, it needs to end.
Jackson's gonna slowly, like very slowly, turn his head to Liv. And he's just gonna say, where are they?
I don't know. They told me they were going back to the house.
Back to Enrique. Are we going back to the house?
We need to stop them.
What is going on?
Enrique or Jackson starts running.
And Enrique watches Jackson for a second and turns to Liv, says, "This is bigger than what you can imagine. You have 3 choices. You can help us. You can be against us. Or you can join us. Either way, Quinn has to die."
That's more like 2 choices, because like 2 of the 3 were the same. Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, help, sure.
And he takes off after Jackson.
Terminator 2 style. Liv, you running with them or what?
I'm going to let them go ahead, and I will be jogging, not full out sprinting though, because I am like, what the hell is going on?
Enrique, real quick, give me a little tower pull.
Okay. Are all those center ones gone?
Most of them. This one is still there. This one is still there. This one's still there.
So there is one that has two of them, more towards the middle. Yeah, I want that leftmost one.
Okay. Middle?
Yeah, if we can. Of course not.
Fuck this game. Great. Then to wrap this up as quickly and expeditiously as possible, I'm just gonna get everybody to roll bright. Or excuse me, yeah, bright for initiative.
Can't be brainy.
What's my bright currently?
Excuse me, bold. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Oh, bold. Okay.
You
So it's a
are
+3.
yeah, it's +3.
Okay.
13.
12.
It's the highest I rolled early.
12.
17.
21.
Terminator. Yep.
Okay. Full on. Jackson, once Jackson is in. So what we're gonna say is the 5 of you really storming down the path, but staggered. You are overtaken. Bev and Quinn, you are running. Bev, you are ahead of Quinn, but suddenly the two of you are both almost overtaken by Jackson. Quinn clearly is like full on axe murder, axe out, running after Bev Jackson, and you are able to catch up. What's your move?
I caught up?
21, yeah.
Okay.
Line cook running for days.
Yeah. Speaking of, Sarah, if you will allow me for flavor, do I have my work bag with me?
You guys were all chilling before you took off. Do you think you would have grabbed it in the sense of like, is your work bag just your backpack, and you might have grabbed that because it would have a flashlight in it?
And genuinely, I want to say yes. Like, it's just my bag that I have.
Then I would say, yeah. Like, if you were headed outside, it was probably next to, whatever chair you were sitting in, it was next to you. You just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've caught up.
Mm-hmm.
What's the situation?
Quinn is running after Bev with an axe out.
Okay, and you can make me roll for this. But I'm gonna swing my bag in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out my tools or my kitchenware that I keep. And I'm gonna unfold it as I'm running, and I'm gonna pull my Japanese knife out. And I'm just gonna like swing it like this, and I'm just gonna yell, "Quinn!" and just like dive at her. Sorry,
Jackson, it's Bev. It's Bev. I took the axe from Bev. They were trying to kill me. It's Bev.
Okay. I don't think you can say this in the sense of he got the jump on you fully.
Okay.
So
no,
let's
that's
see,
fair.
Let's see first if this lands.
Yeah.
Jackson, go ahead and roll. We'll have both of you rolling bright for dexterity, so it's just a dex off.
Mm-hmm.
And then
What's
Jackson, little tower.
What's my possession bright?
Sorry, getting back up to that. +4.
Okay, thank you. That's a dirty, filthy 20.
16.
I would give you advantage, but I don't know that you're gonna roll out with better if you want to try, because you, again, 21. I feel like you got the jump on Quinn. Jackson, do you want to try rolling again?
Yeah. 3.
Nope. Pick me a tower block, please.
Give me. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, the third row down. Yeah, and then sure, I'll take the middle. Yeah.
Flinch from the tower. Great. Yeah. So you swipe at Quinn, but they dodge and move. And now this is the situation. Bev, I think you're able to hear this commotion. So then Quinn, do you yell out what you just said?
Yes. No, yeah, 100%. Just like, Jackson, it's not me. It's not me. It's Bev. I grabbed the axe from her. She's trying to kill me. It's Bev. I don't know why. I don't understand what's going on.
No. No.
Quinn, you just see like a glazed look over Jackson.
I think I'm still convinced that all these weirdos want me dead in the woods.
Okay.
I think I'm just fuck them. Whatever they have going on in their lives. I'm gonna continue to run.
Okay. So Quinn, you have an option in this moment. I think you can hear more footsteps coming towards you, but the point is Jackson has made an attack at you. Bev is taking off running. What is your priority? To run back after her or to stay in this moment?
That's a great question. I feel like if I stay in this moment, they're all gonna come after me. I don't know how I would convince them to not. I think, you know what? I'll roll for it. I'm gonna roll for it. Let me see. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna go after Bev.
Cool. I guess I'll make you another little offer. Actually, here, open the tower first for me real quick.
Yeah. Let's go, the middle block, like 4 down from the top.
This one?
Yeah.
Damn you, digital. Cool. Then I'm gonna rescind the offer that I didn't even make. You turn and you try to take off running. So again, in this moment, let's get everybody another bright one. We'll see, or bold. We'll see if the other two catch up, and who gets the next viable action.
16.
23.
Jesus, Bev's gone.
Fuck you guys, for real.
Honestly,
19.
so fair.
What was it, Enrique?
19.
Nice.
7. I really haven't
Holy
rolled
God.
above a 10.
Jackson, what'd you get?
What are we rolling?
Just bold.
18.
Nice. You are just behind Enrique. So we'll say in this moment, I mean, Bev is cartoon dust. Like just that little puff of smoke, Bev is gone. Bev was a track star. Bev is out of here. Enrique, you're able with this exchange of like a swipe from Jackson and Quinn trying to convince him otherwise. They were able to slow just enough for you to catch up, and it's now the two of you there with Quinn. You can see Bev running off in the distance, but the move is yours. You are nowhere near Arch Rock at the moment, but I feel like between the two of you, Quinn isn't that big.
We need to take her back. We need to take her down and take her
Them.
back.
We're gonna start saying it now.
So
it's if you're talking about me, it's them actually, but also what the fuck are you talking about?
Damn it. We need to take them down.
Why? What is going on? I don't understand.
Oh, we're talking to each other. Shut up. I want to guess I want to try to tackle them.
Great. I would like the two of you to both roll buff for me, Jackson and Enrique. It's weird and upsetting, Quinn. that they are moving almost in sync as they've suddenly caught up.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage because of that?
Yeah,
Yes.
here's the advantage.
Didn't do me dirty. Didn't do me great.
You can roll with advantage too.
Oh,
Jackson's
okay.
already convinced me, so I'm an easy DM.
Not as good.
Not better?
So that'll be 23.
17.
Quinn, you can go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Even if I were to roll a nat 20, I wouldn't beat Enrique's.
Fair enough. So you find yourself, just these two guys taking you up by the arms.
Yeah.
And what flashes through you is white hot rage.
Yeah.
That it didn't go your way. Why didn't it go your way this time? And what will you need to do next time? And that's kind of your last thought. Liv, I don't think anything you could possibly say to Enrique or Jackson would stop them, but you see Quinn getting like full on frog marched up to Arch Rock. And if you
the whole time they're just like screaming, just like, let me go, like still trying to put on this Quinn front.
Yeah. But it's like the island's asleep. Nobody comes. Bev is gone. Do you choose to follow and watch what happens?
I am going to follow, but stay at very much a different distance, and I'm gonna like hide behind like a bush or a tree or something to like conceal myself.
And you watch the two of them march Quinn and throw them over the rails. And as they scream in rage and fury, flying over the edge, I'm gonna see what it takes to make this tower fucking fall. We're just gonna.
Oh, that right at the middle.
I know,
Yeah,
but
that middle
I was
one.
gonna try to do it almost fair. The sturdiest damn tower. There we go.
There you go.
As Quinn goes flying over the edge, you're too far away to hear the sickening crack of bones. But what you do hear is just the twinkling of the well, and Bev, wherever you are, running towards the Hotel Iroquois, yelling at your coworkers, trying to tell them what was happening. This is also echoing suddenly in your mind, freezing you, sending a shiver running down your spine, as something that should never have been here is sent away, and something that has been trying desperately to get here comes in. And that's where we'll end Dreadful tonight. Yay!
Yay.
I'm never trying to make friends. Ever again. It's a solitary kind of thing for me now.
The
I'm
lesson
gonna
learned.
need so much therapy.
Don't make friends. Little peel behind the curtain for this one. So I was trying to figure out, like, I love to give everybody a sandbox, but I wanted to have some kind of like motivator for death in this one that would let us come back to our original Mackinac storyline for Midsummer Scream next year if they have us back, but would also let us keep playing in this. So when you all rolled your nat 20s at the beginning, that I don't know if it'll be able to see, but that determined who you were going after. And what your like motivation would be.
That's cool.
So that we could have that lovely little moment at the well where everybody had a driving motivation for the back bit. But
Yeah, that makes sense. I love that, honestly.
but yeah, this is mostly
Very
just
fun.
me doing a more brutal rumble. Like, how many people can die? Thanks
Guess we'll
anyone
see.
who chose to watch
Yeah.
this. I hope you enjoyed it. This was just our fun, spooky little slasher. We have a lot more that we intend to do for Dreadful. We hope you will come back for it. We're going to revisit it as much as we can until the timelines get so screwy that no one can keep track of it. To borrow somebody else's phrase, but we did it first. We're just going to keep having time quangles up in here. and it's gonna be a good time. So happy Halloween. Thanks for joining us. Hope you come back for more. And yeah, I hope we have induced that feeling of dread to tingle over your spine. Bye.
Bye.